Hello everyone. Okay, so today what we are going to do is we are going to see the ShareGate migration from SharePoint on-premise to SharePoint online. Okay, what you see currently on your screen is a Windows Server 2012 on which our SharePoint 2013 is being hosted. Okay, so this is the central admin that I am pulling up. Okay, it's taking some time. So this is, I've already opened one. On-prem site 2 is the one that we are going to use for our today's demo purpose, from where we are going to migrate the content to SharePoint online. Okay, so this is the ShareGate tool. You can use the 15 days trial. Any one of the users from your tenant you can use for the trial purpose. I'm using one of my users. Okay, so let's do one of the connections. So this is the SharePoint online site. Test site 2 is where the destination is going to be, where we are going to do the migration to. So let's first do the connection to. Okay, see, meanwhile we have the SharePoint central admin also opened up. Yeah, there's nothing to do with the central admin on premise currently. Okay, so let's connect to our SharePoint online environment. Since we are on a domain joined computer for the SharePoint on-premise, the SharePoint on-premise connection should be fairly easy and should not give us any issue. So this is why we are trying the SharePoint online connection first. Alright. Put in the password. Now connect. Taking some time. Here we go. So manage all sites. So this is our SharePoint online Office 365 connection done with the ShareGate tool. It's loading up all the sites. There we go. Alright, let's check the different options. So this is the source analysis that we are going to run. Permission matrix report, selection sites, site reports, checked out document report, unused site report, team summary reports. So all of these are the different reports that you can pull it up. We are going to run the source analysis. Now this is the 4 different types of migration available. So the first one is copy structure and content, in where you have the sites, layers, content type, columns, SharePoint groups, permission levels, workflows, management data, everything that gets migrated to. Whereas on the copy content only, you get the files and the folders, the list, SharePoint pages, document sets, right, which get migrated. Then there is copy teams, teams migration, and then copy planner plans. That is not for our purpose. We are going to focus mainly on the first two options. Alright, so let's do the on-premise connection. SharePoint 2013 is our environment. Let's select the source. Okay, we have done the online connection, but the SharePoint on-premise connection is still pending. So let us connect to the SharePoint on-premise environment. Put in the URL. Okay, connect. Okay, it's taking some time. So this is the Infopath form on our on-premise, which we are going to migrate. So we have 7 items here. Let me open any one. Okay, warning, click to resume, you do not have checked the form data. Okay, show more errors. Required. Alright, so this user does not have on one of the list permission, we will provide that. So this is a simple test form created through the Infopath. You have the simple single line text, and then there is the calendar operation available there, and simple entry has been made. So since on the on-premise we have the interface of the Infopath, this data is opening up. When we do the migration to the SharePoint Online, the same is not going to be available because there is no Infopath on the SharePoint Online environment. Okay, we have got an error. Let's check the permission. I'm going to open the site with my admin account. Site permissions. Site collection administrator. I'm going to make the user which we are using for the migration as a site collection administrator, so there will not be any issues whatsoever. Okay, now let's check permission. For the same user, let us check what the permission currently shows now. So okay, so full control through the owners group that we added. Let's go to our list. Library settings. So we are going to see the permission for this form library. See, any inheritance has not been broken. Okay, that's not there, so there should not be any issue with the permission. Let's check the permission on the list still. Okay, same permission should come up as the parent side. There you go, owner's permission. Alright, let's go back. We are getting the error. Okay, this is not the user, so let's give the full name of the user. Password connect. Okay, that did it. We are now connected to our on-premise as well as the online. We can see in the site collection we have only one site, on-premise site 2. As we said, we are going to run the source analysis on this site. It will check for under the site collection how many subsites are there, how many workflows are there, the data, and all the information will be reflected in there. Okay, so in this, let me show you one more form. So this is the one, the drop down menu shows Delhi, Mumbai. You can select which one you want. Here we have the pop-up, task completed. Alright, so we have one entry with this user, the current user, and there we can see. So all this is we are going to migrate all this to the SharePoint Online. So this is our source analysis. There is one site collection, okay, and one site. Within that there are no workflows, 2.29 MB of data, 5 errors. We'll see that. What are those? So custom features, so those are nothing but the Infopath that we have, right? They are custom, so there it is, right? That is what the errors are. That's fine, I guess. Okay, so we have done the source analysis. Let's, you can see the same in the task as well. You can go in there, right, view the details, and you can click on export to get all the information out in a CSV file. Let's click on export, save, open file. Alright, I do not have Office installed in this, so I would have to open. That's all. Alright, so you get the same information in the CSV file as well with all the workflows and everything. Let's do our migration. So copy content is what we are going to do. Let's select our source, that will be the on-premise environment. The users and password I already mentioned. Connect. We are going to select the form library that we are going to do the migration from. Now let's select our destination. Our destination is SharePoint Online. It's with users and password is mentioned. Now let's connect. Okay. There we go. So here it is, the sites. Let's go to our site for this video demo purposes. The site was test site 2. Okay, so in the test site 2 we have documents, form templates. What we'll do here is we will create one document library, Infopath. Let us actually check once. Can we create a list for this purpose? Let us go back. This is a form library, right? Okay, so that's all right. We will create a document library itself. So on the destination we are creating an Infopath form named, so the name of the document library is Infopath form. Let's create it. There's nothing inside. Okay, let's go to refresh it, go to our site again, test site 2, and we are looking for our document library, that is Infopath. Where is it? Infopath forms, right? Okay, so this is what we have, our source. We have our 7 items within the source, all XML documents, and in the destination there's nothing since we have newly created the documents. Okay, so before proceeding, let me walk you through the options as well. Okay, so just showing you what those items contain within those. Okay, nothing on the destination. Okay, so the options, as you can see, you have, if an item is already exists at the destination, you have copy and replace them option. Don't copy existing item, copy and keep both items, copy if newer, so that is then incremental. Okay, so web part, version history, flatten, all those different configurations are available. Alright, so metadata, we can see the different mappings of the documents, title, created by, right, modified by, you can map them to different ones. Similarly, the folders created by, so all the green ones are being mapped already, so the default ones, they have already mapped it. Filter options, time range filter you can apply. Okay, now mapping, so you have users and group. In here, if any unresolved users or group is there, right, from the source, you can then map it to the destination with any one of the users from the destination or groups. Like from the source, if I take one user, right, and from the destination we can then map it any user which is available in the destination, we can map it with that user. So let me let's use a user which we different. So the user should be present in the destination environment, and this is how we can map it. So any unresolved user or group gets mapped to cloud user 1. Right. So this is what you can do with users and group, and there are properties, right, which you can map the source with the destination, like the created is already mapped to the created by is mapped to the created by, modified by with the modified by. So the default ones are already being mapped by the ShareGate tool itself. Title being mapped to title. Say you want to map applicant name from the source, right, that is available, then you can do that with any one of the destinations. Then there are properties, content types, so there are different content types that are available in here that you can map it to the destination. Permission levels will go to, and the last one are the permission levels. So full control gets mapped to full control, design to design, edit to edit, contribute to contribute, read to read. View only is not mapped to anyone, you can pick which you want it to map to. Since source has view only and destination doesn't, so we'll map it to read itself. Okay, and go ahead and save our configurations. Right, so we've done all that is required. We have done the source analysis, I've shown you the options, the mappings, the 4 different mappings, users and group properties, content type and permission levels, all have been shown. Okay, so now there is nothing left. Source analysis is done, option is shown, mapping is shown, and we have to now migrate this. Okay, so let's select the items that we are going to migrate. Let's run the pre-check as well. Okay, so we have only warnings coming up. That is not an issue. What are the warnings? The 7 warnings are: the content type form is missing at destination. The default is the document will be used instead the form. So the content types which are there in the destination, they are not available, so they are getting mapped to the default document content type. That is fine, that is not an issue. Okay, and time zone, that is not an issue. The start destination, trial, okay, that's fine. Okay, so the migration of 7 items should not take much, and as I said, we are done. All the 7 items are there, and the one that you see is the content type that is also been there. Now let's go to our destination, refresh, and we have all the contents in there. So all the 7 contents we have, that's correct. The one, if you click on it, it gets downloaded. Since they are all in XML format, that is what they were available at the source. I have no application actually to open them, right? As I said, in the destination you do not have the interface like what you had in the source, the XML, so they are not will not open in and show you what is inside them. What I'll do is I'll open them in Notepad. Right, and where is the file? There it is. And as what it comes in an XML format. Okay, you can see the name there, date, and other parameters as well, the field, right? But as the interface is not there, this is the best you get. So this is how the migration has happened from the on-premise to cloud. All the 7 items are there. Okay, thank you.